I got a lot of questions lately about how to use tabs in XTool Studio. And I got some questions about how to use the desktop versions of some of our door hangers. So let's jump into XTool Studio and I'll show you how I do it. Here we are in XTool Studio. We're going to pick a hard one. I figured we'll start with something pretty hard like Welcome to the Nuthouse. We're going to not scale it. We're keeping the size. We'll ungroup it right away. Click off. We'll move this guy out of the way. We'll deal with you later. And this guy will also, well, let's move him into place. And then ungroup. Ungroup. Make sure we got everything.
Remind them
And we'll
what
group this guy.
what colors they're looking at and what's happening.
Oh, yep. And we'll group this guy. Kim's backseat driving. So we'll set our settings real quick. So red is cut, so let's click on the red and we'll go over and select cut. Blue is score, so we'll select the blue and we'll go over and say score. It's score already. Green is also score, but it's like a darker score. So we'll bump that up here in a minute. Well, let's just select our material. MDF. Do I see an MDF? Here, this works. Faux maple.
No,
I know
right
that's
there.
MDF. Where?
You're not. There you go.
Oh, apply.
If your MDF is that dark, don't use it.
Yeah, don't. It's dark. So for this score, we're just going to bump the power up. We'll say 21. That's pretty fast. We'll bump the speed down a little bit too. Make it dark. Okay, back to this. So this is the top part of my backer. You see the puzzle piece. I'm just going to cut it. It's ready to go. And then once it's cut, I'll move this out of the way.
Well, you would move that bottom piece out of the way too because it's hanging out.
Oh, yeah. Before I cut, I would... Well, it's not going to let me cut unless I move this. So I'll move this. I'll cut this. I'll move this out of the way. Now we'll bring this guy in. And we'll say ungroup because he's too tall. Ungroup. We'll pull the words out of the way. And we'll pull his nose out of the way. His face. We'll ungroup this guy. Drag this out of the way. And now we should be able to twist this up into place. Almost. We get rid of that acorn and we're golden. I could probably keep going. Alright, there we go. And we'll move this acorn out of the way now. And we'll group them. I saw he was ungrouped. Actually, I could put the acorn up in here. There you go. Acorn. We'll bring the welcome back in. We'll bring this acorn topper back in. We can bring his little nose back over here. And his face. I thought we might have had room for this bottom piece. That's why I was waiting. But I don't. I mean,
Well,
I'll just
are you
come
going to
back
cut
for
all
it.
of those pieces in 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch?
Oh, these could all be an 1/8 inch. Good question. So we could do all of these in 1/8 inch. But right now, I'm getting ready to cut and engrave. And all of these tiny little pieces are going to fall through, or I'm going to have to pull them all out separately. So I'm going to use tabs. So I'm going to go to my red layer. Down here, over on the right-hand side, towards the bottom, just above air power, I'm going to click tab generation. Now this is either number of tabs by pieces or spacing. Now it's going to tab everything. And let's just do a quick show you how to see the tabs. So we'll select the red layer again. We'll go to tabs. We'll just say every piece gets 4. And we'll leave everything alone. And I'm going to leave tab cut power at 0 right now. Because once I put any numbers in here, I won't be able to see where the tabs are in the next step. So to see where my tabs are, because I can't really see what's going on, I just guessed that everything's got 4 tabs. I have to go to preview. Nope, it's not preview. My bad. I have to go to process. And now I zoom in. Now I can zoom in and look to see. There's a tab. That's where it skips. There's a tab. There's a tab. There's a tab. There's a tab. See how it just shows you where it skips. There's a tab. There's a tab. So every piece, even those small pieces, have tabs.
And 4 of them.
Yeah, and 4 tabs. Everything's got 4 tabs. So that's not going to work for me. So I'm just going to grab everything and I'll ungroup. Ungroup. Now everything should be separate. Nope. We'll grab them again and we'll... Oh, I have to ungroup everything separately. Oh, release. Release. I can't release things, multiple things. Release. What's pain in the butt? Release. Release. This guy. Release. Release. Do I have all the big pieces? Let's do this one too. I will say release. So, whoops. For the red layer, I'm gonna go ahead and say no tabs or even like 1 tab, just in case. Just in case I don't want anything falling through and getting caught in the laser head. So we'll just leave 1 tab. Now I'm gonna grab the outside of his face here. I'm gonna grab the outside of the word, outside of 2, outside of welcome, outside of this guy's body, outside of this one, and I think that's really it. Oh, Nuthouse. Now I'll come down here and say move to the orange layer. Now for the orange layer, we're going to select the orange layer and make these cut also. But now the number of tabs, I'm going to bump up the number of tabs. We'll just say 4 per piece. That's like 4 on here. Actually, we'll go by spacing. This is millimeters. So 100 millimeters is about 4 inches. Sounds good to me. We'll leave it. And now let's check it out. We'll do another process. Process path. There, now. There's a lot less tabs in here. It's hard to move around. How do I move? Oh, I just click it. There's 1 tab in here now. There's 1 tab in here. There's 1 tab over here. But then the outer shell has got a tab, a tab, a tab, a tab. So the outside has way more tabs than the inside. This piece here should just have 1 tab. Yep. Now the tail has 1 tab holding it in, but the frame has probably, looks like 6 to 8 tabs. Now that I have my tab placement, now I can adjust my tab percentage power. For something like 1/4 inch, I will do 50% of whatever my main power is. So in this case, it's going to be 50. Well, actually, I usually do my 1/4 inch at about 75 and 7. And then my tab cut power, I usually do about 40, 35 or 40. Now, if I'm working with 1/8 inch, you know, that's a different beast. So for my 1/8 inch, I'll use full maple. I know that's 1/8. My cut speed is 20 and 80. Now for my tabs for 1/8 inch, I do 0. Because it's such a thin material, anything will cut right through it. So I usually use 0 for 1/8 inch, and then I do 1/4 inch is about 50% of whatever my cut power is. So there you go. This is how I do my tabs inside XTool Studio. And this is also how I make the puzzle piece backers. So now I could probably just find a scrap piece and then finish cutting the bottom of the backer.